Hello and welcome back. Today we will be diving into the world of C++ streams. So what are streams? Streams are a fundamental concept in C++ that enables us to efficiently handle input and output operations. Here is a very simple and great visual. We notice we have some input device which will read in some data and create a stream with that data. That will then be flushed to a program where some code will process it and create it into a different form of data called the output stream, which will be written to the output device. So, what are streams? A stream is an abstract representation of a sequence of data that can be read from or written to. Streams provide a convenient way to perform input and output operations, regardless of the source or destination of the data. Streams can be associated with various devices, such as the keyboard. So if we were here, our input device would be the keyboard, or a file, or network connections. So let's talk about reading data. Input streams allows us to read data from a source. The most commonly used input stream in C++ is standard console input, which is associated, as you might believe, with a standard input device, that being the keyboard. Let's take a look at it. So we have a very simple script right here. Just going to go ahead and get rid of this. Let's get integer number. We'll declare it but not define it. We'll then give a simple statement, say enter a number. And we won't do an end line. There we go. So this right here, this is an output stream. This is read as console output. So in this diagram, there's some data that goes in, the characters. The program will do some processing and it'll output it. Where will the output be? I.e., what is the output device? The output device, the output stream, will output to the standard device, that being the monitor or your screen. We'll then do a console input and we'll say num. We'll do it one last time. You entered the number num and l. Let's go ahead and build our program. Done. Run. There we go. Let's enter a number. Let's say 12. You enter the number 12. And that's it. Now, in this example, we use a stream extraction operator to write data to the output stream. The endl manipulator is used to insert a new line and flush the output buffer. Now, how do we work with files? So, as you see, we've been reading data from the keyboard and writing data to the screens. But what if we want to read data from some file and either write the data to the screen or to another file? Well, C++ allows us to work with files using file streams. These streams, such as standard input file stream for input and standard output file stream for output, enable us to read from or write to files. Let's explore this with an example. We have to include file stream. Just as above, we have include input output stream. We'll get rid of this. And then we'll go ahead and let's do an output file stream. We'll call it output file. This is the syntax how we create it, and we say output file .txt. We then say if output file dot is open, we can write some data to the file, writing to a file. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Then do input file. We must close our file, input file.close. We'll then say input file stream, and we'll say input file. Let's call this input.txt. If input file.is open, care variable string, we'll name it line. As long as we have lines available from the input file line, we will console output that file data. Read from file line indel. We will do input file dot close. Okay, let's go ahead and build this. Expected. Okay, that. No match. Show operator. Well, get line, input file, cout, read from file, line, endl. There we go. Endl. Endl. Build again. And that's it. So in this example, we're using the output file stream to write data to a file named output.txt, and input file stream to read data from a file named input.txt. And that's all it is. So whether you're reading user input, displaying output, or working with files, streams provide a consistent and efficient way to manage data. And that's it. Bye.